What is going on, everyone? This is BK Plays, and today we're going to be kickstarting the Warriors Dynasty and seeing if we can win 2 or 3 chips before Steph retires. So, first thing I want to do is get us some good center depth. It seems that's one of the things that the Warriors are lacking, some front court depth. And I think I will keep Jimmy Butler for now, and then we'll see how he's doing at the trade deadline. Draymond Green, I think I'm going to have to move. We're going to take this deal. We're going to get off of the second year of Buddy Hield. Ooh, 3 years of that. Yeah, we're going to get off Buddy Hield's contract. We'll give a Quentin Post who doesn't do much in the sim, and we'll get Mitchell Robinson who will be really efficient and just rebound for us. We'll also get Ariel Huckporty who will probably just move for second round picks. Looks like we're going back to the Knicks again. Was just putting a bunch of picks along with Draymond to see what we can get. Mikal Bridges out here would probably be a pretty good fit. Mikal Bridges out here would probably be a pretty good fit, right? So we will have to give up Will Richard, one of our young guys, and we will have to take back Gershon Yabusele, but we don't have to put out any first-round picks. And we get Mikal Bridges for Draymond Green, so there's no drop in defense there. And Mikal will get you some more points, so he'll score a little bit more for us next to Steph. And then we're going to move on from Jonathan Kuminga, and we're going to try to get Jaime Jaquez and Khalil Ware. I'm going to see if I could give them a little bit less than this to get these two guys. Maybe 2 first-round picks, and then we don't have any seconds. I'll come back here. Actually, we're going to make Dyson Daniels a power forward. He's pretty tall. I think he's like 6'7". So we'll make this move. We'll get a little bit shorter in terms of our rotation, but we'll make some moves to fill out the roster. But we're going to get Daniels here, and then we can always trade him later on to get someone else next year or even within this trade deadline. Okay, now I'm going to worry about the backup center, because right now we only have Mitch, and then after that it would be Huckporty or Dante. Nafale Dante, that is. So we're going to see if we can move. See if what we could do with Moody. He's a bigger contract. We'll probably be able to get some decent backup big. Or you know what? We get more depth and a decent backup big who might be able to progress more with Joan Behringer. I think we'll make this move, and Dante's always good in the sim, getting steals and being very efficient in the minutes he plays. So we'll do this one. And the last thing we're going to do is, believe it or not, grab Ben Simmons. If you've seen my other sims, you'll know that Ben Simmons is really good for plugging some holes in your team. So we're going to add him, and we're going to change his position from point guard because other than his first run in the league, when was he ever a point guard? Let's make him a power forward center. That'll give us some more depth. He will actually play power forward, so we can move Mikal back down to a small forward. All right. That looks a little bit more balanced. Yes, we don't have a lot of center minutes playing, but we do have centers that can play. I think I'm going to use Huckporty. I'm going to put Behringer down in the G League to make sure he can develop. Might do the same thing for Jaylen Clark, too, who we want to bring back. And then we will look to see how we do at the deadline after we look at our coaching game plan. For this, I think what we're going to do is we're going to crash both the defensive and offensive glass. We are going to limit perimeter shots, play physical defense. We'll play patient offense. We're going to play through the star. I think that's our only chance. And then I think we are good to go. Yep. So no players to extend. I think we are good to go. We're going to get this sim moving and see how we do at the trade deadline. All right, we are currently first in the West, and I got this trade offer, which I think will make us a little bit worse, but not significantly worse. We have Thibault for Pajemski, but we also get a first-round pick that we can use and invest in later years. So let's look at their stats. I'm going to go per 36, so 13, 6, and 5 versus 9, 7, and 3, but Thibault gets you 2 steals a game, shooting efficiently from the field, has been for the past 2 years in Portland. I think, yeah, our defense is going to get better, and we get a first-round pick for it. I think we just make that move. And then Thibault, I believe, he has more money. Okay, no, it's an expiring contract, but it should be easy to sign him back. So I think we will make this move. And with him having those bird years, we should be able to re-sign him. All right, we are at the trade deadline. We are first in the West, first in power rankings at 38 and 13. Let's look at our stats, see how we're doing. Offensively, we are not too great. 19th in the league. Let's see. For defense, we are the best in the league. That's just playing that physical defense, what that does. Let's see if we're top in any of these categories, like field goal percentage. We are top in three-pointers made, top 5. Our efficiency, 375, is not the best. We are 12th in that, respectable. Free throw percentage looks like we were up there at 4th in the league. Let's see how our rebounding is. We are top 10. Okay, so getting enough. Second in assists. That's looking good. Steals, we're top 10. That's good. We're generating steals. And blocks, we are probably, just about bottom of the league. Let's see how we're doing. Turnovers. We are pretty good at taking care of the ball with 13.7 turnovers per game. Let's look at our three-point defense. Three-point defense, we're top 5 or 6 in the league. We give up the least shots of three-pointers, and they make the least threes against us. And from the field, we're a top 5 defense as well, top 5 or 6. Okay, let's look at the individual stats now. And I'm going to first look at, so Steph's averaging 30. Of course, he's doing his job. We knew he was going to do that. Getting 3 boards and 5 assists. Mikhail giving you 19, 4 and 3, we'll call it. A steal and half a block. Jimmy giving you 19, 6 and 5. I'm going to see what's out there for Jimmy at the trade deadline. If he was averaging like 24 and then like 6 and 6 or 7 and 6, something like that, you won't get me to say it the other way around, then maybe I would keep him, but there might be something better out there. I'm going to explore. Dante, who was basically like an afterthought, is averaging some pretty good stats for us, except from 3. He's not doing too well, but he puts up points. Pat Spencer doing well. Simmons filling in, just getting you some rebounds and assists, plug in the holes like I said he would. Looking at per 36, Jaylen Clark is better. Bridges, Jimmy, Spencer, Devo, Milton, Yabusele. Yeah, so I'm going to see what we can get for Jimmy. Okay, I think I found something that'll help improve our depth and the team overall. So basically, Jimmy, per 36, giving you 20, 6 and 6. Ingram will get you 22, 5 and 4, but then we're also getting RJ Barrett here. And both of these guys are shooting at or around 40% from 3. Jimmy's shooting 37%. Yes, we're giving up draft compensation for it, but these guys are under contract for at least 2 years. And we're trying to do everything we can to maximize the Steph window, so who cares about the picks outside of his era. So we're going to make this trade, add some depth. All right, I'm also going to see if I could just get rid of Yabusele, because he's only going to hurt us. If we could get, we could get a second-round pick for him and Biyombo, perfect. We'll take that. See if we can move Biyombo for even more assets. Yep, 2 second-round picks, we'll take that. And we'll just sign someone random in free agency. And actually, if we could get someone... we'll grab Malcolm Brogdon. Before we move on, we're going to re-sign Dante DiVincenzo, because he's very cheap, as well as Mitchell Robinson. And with that all done, I think we're good to keep moving. At the end of the year, Victor Wembanyama is your MVP with 27, 13, 5, 3 blocks per game. He's probably also going to be the Defensive Player of the Year. Rookie of the Year is Cooper Flagg, 17, 5, and 4. Decent efficiency from the field, not from 3. Sixth Man of the Year, Khalil Ware. Victor is in fact the DPOI. Nemias Kita is the Most Improved Player. Clutch Player of the Year is Shea. Steve Kerr is your Coach of the Year. We go 60 and 22. We are also the Exec of the Year. And Kate Cunningham was the NBA Cup MVP. All right, we will be playing the Oklahoma City Thunder in the first round. That's not the best. let's see how our rotation looks because we're probably going to need to make adjustments to beat this team. RJ Barrett's hurt. We have a 9-man rotation right now. We have too many point guard minutes, so I'm going to see if I could shift someone. And that's probably because Brogdon's 6'4". You could be a shooting guard. See what that does. Okay, that evens it out. And then we don't have a lot of center minutes, but we have centers available. We have Huckporty available. We have Behringer available. So if we need to, we could go into the bench for that. With the Thunder, let's actually check out their stats for the season. And we'll check out ours as we're looking at it too. So does our offense get better? I think we improved. Nah, didn't improve too much, but we did get better. Still the best defense in the league. And okay, so with that, now let's pivot to looking at the Thunder. The Thunder, oh, I mean, well, they're a low seed, so they didn't get a lot of wins. But they probably had a good defense. Or they did not. They had a middling defense. Damn. They're really not that good. They shoot pretty well from the field. Decent from three. They put up 32 shots per game. What does that rank in the league? It's middle of the pack. So limiting perimeter shots might not be the best system, but you know what? Let's just sim a couple, see how it goes. Win 1, win 2, win 3. We overthought it. We swept them in the first round. We have to play the Dallas Mavericks in the second round. Let's sim. Lose the second, win the third. Lose the fourth, win the fifth. All right, and we're on to the conference finals against the Houston Rockets. Let's see if they made any trades. Nope, looks like they kept their normal team. So Kevin Durant will be a key matchup. Hopefully Brandon Ingram can help on the perimeter. I took a look at his interior defense when I was shifting guys' positions around because I'm like, oh, maybe he's decent at interior defense. He's paper thin. He can't stop anyone. But Kevin Durant hopefully is staying on the perimeter more, so that should work out. And I think we're good to go. Let's give it a shot. Sim through. We win game 1, game 2, game 3, and we sweep, and the Warriors are back in the finals with Steph averaging 42, 4 and 7 on 60, 60, 90 efficiency. This guy's just insane. We put a team around him and he's just like, all right, I'm not wasting this chance. And we'd be playing the Pacers. Tyrese Halliburton goes 20 and 10 in the Eastern Conference Finals. 50-40, not quite 90. All right, and if I had to guess, I think our limit perimeter shots will be fine against the Pacers. I will take a look at their stats just to check it out. Where are they? They didn't have a winning record in the regular season. Decent offense. Not a very good defense. Good from the field. Very efficient from three. Okay, so limit perimeter shots, we should be fine. They don't take a lot of shots, but we will limit them. Hopefully they'll have a bad percentage, and then we can win off that margin. Game 1 is a win. Game 2 is a win. Game 3 is a win. And sweeping in the finals is Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors. If Steph tries to retire, I will force him to stick around. Hopefully he doesn't do it this year, and we can try to get a three-peat out of this run. But Steph has 26, 5, and 6 on 40, 90. And Steph did try to retire. So we are going to bring him back for one more year, and we'll get just a two-peat out of the last run, unless he decides not to retire next year after us unretiring him. We have the 30th pick of the first round for this draft, so we're probably not going to get a good player out of that. We just have 1 year left, so I'm going to package that along with Malcolm Brogdon to get really Dalton Connect, and then Adu Thoreau is just along for the ride, because Dalton Connect, if you look at his stats, is pretty damn efficient for the minutes that he is on the court. So we might move him up to a small forward, get his overall up a little bit to make sure he gets into the rotation, and then he should be getting buckets for us. We have 3 roster spots to fill, and I'm sure we don't have any money. So what we're going to be doing is going to system match and just trying to find the guy that's the best fit for us. KCP looks like he's a good fit. He's going to get older, though. Oh, yeah, okay. I guess we can't get him. Eric Gordon. We could get Eric Gordon. He's going to be terrible. He's already a 74. He's going to drop to like a 72. Can we get Cole Anthony? No, we cannot. We can get Chris Dunn, so we're going to grab him. Let's see if we could get Champagnie. That would be amazing. And then Landry Shamet would be good. All right, it looks like we will get Dunn, Champagnie, and Shamet. So we have pretty good wing depth on this team. Oh, and Jaylen Clark signs back, so it looks like we'll probably have to trade one guy before we hit the season. Steph drops 2 overall, but is still a 93 overall. That should be good enough to get us there. Dyson Daniels goes up 2 spots, most likely because we moved him to small forward. Bridges goes down 2, probably because we moved him to power forward from shooting guard, or small forward at the start of the year, forget where we had him. RJ down a bit. Ben Simmons goes up 3 spots because of the position change. Dalton Knecht gets a lot better with no position change, so that was a good move we made to pick him up with the 30th pick of the first round, plus Malcolm Brogdon. Mitch the same, Devo the same, Shamet the same, Dunn gets a little bit worse, Champagnie gets a little bit worse. Behringer jumps up 4 spots, that's good. He might be able to give us some spot minutes when we need him. Jaylen Clark gets 1 better, I do throw 4 better, and he was just a throw-in. All right, cool. The same system, still have Steve Kerr at the helm. Let us simulate to the midpoint of the regular season. I don't think we're going to be making moves, and we don't have contracts to extend. So we should just be going through the trade deadline, checking out our stats. If someone's doing really bad, we might move them, but I think this should be our team. All right, so let's move. This has got to be the hardest trade I've had to look at. So Brandon Ingram and Dalton Knecht for Corey Kispert and Jalen Johnson. Looking at their stats, they're almost similar. I mean, if Ingram is on the last year of his contract, I guess we got a player option. Kispert on a good contract. Dalton Knecht on a young one. So Knecht, let's look at their per 36s. They're basically, so Knecht's giving you 17, 5, and 2. Kispert gives you 24, 4, and 3. So basically the same, an incredible efficiency. Jalen Johnson giving you 17, a ton of rebounds, and 7 assists. Not so great efficiency from 3, but very good from the field. Ingram, 3 assists, 6 rebounds, shooting pretty efficiently from the field and decent from 3. I think I'm going to make this move, and it might be dumb, and I might be screwing us up, but Jalen Johnson does everything for you on the floor. He's a big body, he's at 6'8", and I think he's probably better defensively too than Brandon Ingram, and that's probably why this is a better move to make. And it hurts giving up Knecht because he's very efficient, but apparently Corey Kispert is even more efficient. I'll just move to career stats. So yeah, it's not like he's playing like 1 minute. He's getting 11 points, which turns into 24. So small minutes, probably like between 15 and 20 a game, but we don't need that much from this spot, so we're going to take this. Oh, and it looks like we may have convinced Curry to stick around. Either that or he just wants money. Let's see if we can re-sign him for 4 years, see how long he's going to stick around. All right, he took the money. Let's see if he sticks around or if he just retires before the contract is up. And at the trade deadline, we are 45-4. We are killing this year. Let's look at our stats and see how that's working. So we are a top 10 offense in the league. We are the best defense. Top 5 from the field. We are the second best three-point shooting team in the league. We are putting up a ton of shots too. That's probably what's helping us a lot. Free throws, not so much. Let's look at rebounding. We are not in the top 10 in rebounding. We are middling at rebounding. Assists per game, top 5. Steals, number 2. That's pretty damn good. Blocks per game, we're in the bottom. Turnovers, we are the best at taking care of the ball by almost 1 per game. That's pretty good. So that's helping us out. All right, let's look at the player stats. I don't know why Steph wanted to retire. He's averaging 30 1, 5, and 3 on, of course, great efficiency. So I don't know what Blood was thinking. Behind him, RJ is getting the most points at 18, 4, and 3. Mikhail, 17, 3, and 3. Jaylen Johnson, these stats could be a little bit skewed because we picked him up closer to the trade deadline, but this is what he is capable of doing. Dante, 12, 3, and 3. Kispert, scoring well and scoring efficiently from 3. And then everyone else fills in behind. Let's look at their efficiency overall. Mitch, 66 from the field. Simmons, 57. Thank God they don't take any threes. Then Curry, Jaylen Johnson shooting a little bit inefficiently from 3, putting up 3 a game. Again, that might be more so from the Hawks. RJ, great from the field and from 3. Kispert, as well as Landry. Joe Behringer played some minutes, I guess. Dyson Daniels hurting us from 3, but only taking 2 a game. That's fine. And Daniels is probably getting a bunch of steals. Yeah, he's getting 2 a game. Tristan playing well and Mikhail playing well. Okay, so the team looks pretty good. I don't think we're going to make any changes. So we're just going to keep it moving. I mean, we're 45-4. That should be enough, right? We make it to the playoffs, and we see that Cade Cunningham is the MVP with 31, 6, and 7. 50, 40, 80 efficiency. Darren Peterson is the Rookie of the Year, 14, 4, and 5. AJ Mitchell, 6th Man of the Year on the Thunder. Victor is once again the DPOI with 3.5 blocks a game. Ryan Dunn, the Most Improved Player. Clutch Player of the Year is also Cade Cunningham. We win Coach of the Year again with 66 and 16 as our record, as well as Exec of the Year. And Jason Tatum wins the NBA Cup MVP. Let's see who we will face in the first round. It'll be the Pelicans. I'm not even going to worry about this at all. Let's just sim all the way to a first round sweep. We play Dallas in the second round again, and we will beat them in... Oh, no. Oh, it's 3-2. Okay. I shouldn't have taken them as lightly as I did. Let's see. Okay, we got too many power forward minutes, so we're going to switch, probably because Mikhail, make him a shooting guard. We're going to take a look at the rotation. Get a couple guys that are hurt. Dunn, yeah, we're not going to... We'll do an 8-man rotation. Take Dunn out of the rotation. Devo, Daniels, Robinson, Johnson, Barrett. Yeah, I think I can't see our rotation getting much better than that. This should be fine. All right, let's do Simcast, and let's see how we do. I'm going to hop in and see if I can win this one. And I'm not very good at the game, so if it happens, it happens. This is also just to stay in the series. This is only game 6. Okay, Steph is very tired. Easy with the pick and roll. Jaylen Johnson puts it up. All right, we can stay in this game. I think what I'm going to do, we have 5 minutes left, so I'm going to see if I can make subs for people that are... Yeah, Dante's hurt, but he's got energy. Let's get Steph out of there. Get him rested up. Mitch is tired. And we have Joe Behringer, who is hopefully athletic enough to move around. We just need him to be able to move. Physicals, C+. It should be fine. It's not optimal, but it should be fine. We got Clark, Shaman, and Champagne. All these guys should be fine and serviceable. So let's see who else is very tired. Jaylen Johnson. So who's our biggest guy of those guys? Clark, Shaman, Champagne. Champagne's going to go to power forward. Give Jaylen Johnson a rest. And we're going to probably bring them back in with 2 minutes left. I do not know if Cisse can shoot, so I'm going to sag off and find out. Come on, get to the rim. Someone cut, someone cut. All right, I'm going to call for screen. Get to the rim. No. Oh, thank God. I wanted to pass it low, and he passed it out to the corner. And I'm not going to force... Oh, no. Yep, that happened. Okay, how many times? We got 3. Let's use it. Okay, a little bit of pick and roll. Just keep it easy. Oh, oh, thank God he made that. Okay, so Behringer can finish at the rim. It's good to know. We got Gafford on the court, so we're going to be sagging off of him whenever he's not in the paint. There we go. Pass it up. Keep it moving. All right, nothing there. Pass it back out. Get a little pick and roll going. Oh, a little bit of a reach in. Nah, I was trying to get cheeky. We do have the lead by 1 point. Ooh, I don't know about that. I'm going to try to challenge that. I thought I got him. Ah, call stance. Okay, worth a shot. We do lose that timeout, though, so we're going to have to be careful. The next time we call a timeout, it'll be to bring back in Steph and the guys. Unless he just automatically did that. We'll see what happens. Nope, looks like we still have the same unit there, unless we do it on the next one. Yep, still same unit. So maybe what I do is, just in case, the next time I'll prepare to bring back Steph, Jaylen Johnson, Mitch, and that should be good. Yeah, for the next time it happens. Come on, Dante, run. There you go, Dante. Okay, Champagne's guarding Davis now, I guess. And thank God, because Davis couldn't hit the shot. Oh, catch that. That was risky. There we go. Okay. Slow it down, slow it down. We got a 4-point lead now. Can I sag off of who's... No, it's Najee Marshall. I'd rather sag off of Davis, if anyone. Okay. Hit that? Yep. Dante to the basket, and I missed. That's on me. I screwed that up. Why are you going under all the way in the corner as he's running up to the wing? That doesn't make any sense. Sometimes the CPU is so dumb in this damn game. Throw. We're up 2 points. Substitutions are made. And Burgess hits the second one. 3-point lead. You know, I'm going to change defensive settings to see if that'll help. Screen, go over the screen. Force middle. Smother everyone. And deny the ball. Take the shot. Oh, go RJ. Too easy. Tried to steal the ball, big mistake. We read that. Let's try to bring it out. Get RJ, who's good at finishing at the rim. Bring him out here. Oh, can he get there? Oh, tough bucket from RJ. Anthony Davis trying to just run and get a cheeky, easy bucket. Mitch cutting him off. And then, ooh, swatting it away. And Steph with the layup. Big block by Mitch. And another block from Mitchell Robinson. And I throws it away. That was my fault. Oh, what is that? What is that? That was going to be a third block in a row. Oh, too easy. Box out. Oh, and they found Mitch. Okay, but there's 5 seconds left. We should be done by now. Let's see if Mitch can hit a free throw. Oh, jeez. It's a good thing we didn't need these. Oh, that second one was closer. All right, they will just chuck it at the rim, and we win. We survive. We continue. Steph's repeat chances are alive, and we're going to Game 7. In that game, Steph averages 32, or scores 32, 4 and 6, has 2 steals, 3 steals from Dyson Daniels, 2 blocks from Mitch there in the end to seal the victory. All right, and we are going to go to Game 7. We're going to do Simcast again. This game's close. Looks like it's been back and forth, but it looks like we're going to pull away. And the Warriors are back in the Western Conference Finals. We were playing OKC yet again, not in the first round, but the conference finals now. We're going to stretch our rotation back to 9 guys. Try not to... Yeah, Steph's a little bit gassed. Let's see who our 9th man is. Chris Dunn, that's fine. Who would our 10th man be if we stretched it to 10? Shamit. Shamit's pretty good efficiency, right? Yeah. I'm fine with that. Okay. What if we do 11? Do we want to get that crazy? Let's just see. And that gets another 32 minutes. It's Shampenny. And he's... Okay, so I can't trust that because that's... he's shooting 1,000%. You know what? Let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens in the first game. All right, we are going to decrease that. Yeah, Shampenny, you're out of here. Sorry, Steph. Second game, OKC wins again. Okay, we will shorten the rotation once again. Sorry, Steph. We need you, big man. Oh, God. Actually, yeah, no, let's do 8. I'm sorry, Steph. Now he's going to have to work even harder. Let's look at the box scores. Okay, so we lose by 2, and we lost by 5. So it's not by a lot. So I'm going to do sim through game. Jeez, man. Lose by 8. Is there anything we could do? What are we doing wrong? That's the question. We're limiting perimeter shots. Do they take perimeter shots? How many do they attempt? Are they bottom of the league? They are bottom of the league in that. Okay, so we need to protect the paint. That's a change that we need to make. So we're going to protect the paint. I'm going to do simcast because we might have to do a little bit of playing. Oh, boy. Okay. Ooh, it's a close one. Oh, no, I'm jumping in. There's 2 minutes left, so I can't sub anyone out. Mitch, go dunk that. Thank you, sir. Mitch is tired, too. This is a rough spot. Can we sag off of... Who is that? Robert Williams? Oh, yeah, we were sagging way the hell off of him. Blocked by Robinson. He's tired, but he ain't giving up yet. All right, we get a timeout from the Thunder. Okay, so we can look at our rotation. Mitch is very tired. Let's put in Behringer. Devo fouled out. Barrett fouled out. And they did change to 4. That's crazy. Oh my god, Steph's 1 away from fouling out. That's not good. Okay, is there anything else we could do? Steph's tired, Jaylen Johnson's tired. I think they're just going to have to stay out there. All right, we're able to tip it out. See if we can get a steal. That's what we're hoping for. They just keep throwing it at me. They love to put it in the corner when they pass it in, so I'm just kind of like standing there. Yeah, like they're going to try to pass it to Chet here. No, they pass it out to him. Yeah. There we go. Almost didn't get that. Was about to shoot that with McHale. Trying to play it safe, though. Ah, shoot. That wasn't safe. That was dumb. Now we got to get back. Okay. Oh, my God. Come on. No, that's all my fault. All right, tie game. Told you guys earlier I am not very good, so I might actually be hurting the team doing this. Pass it. Dunk. Simple pick and roll. Okay, we got to get a stop. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. Oh, God. Steph, stay on him, please. Oh, Steph manages to hold off Shea. Stay here in case I need to... Yep. Knew that was going to happen. Okay, let's change those defensive settings again. On ball. Go over the screens. Force middle. Smother. And deny the ball. Okay, we need a bucket here. Oh, thank God. Oh, no. Oh, no. Ben Simmons. I shouldn't have let you on my team. Oh, no. How did you sneak out here? Oh, man. Jaylen Johnson's tired. We're going to need... Get Shaman in there. This is looking rough. I think I'm just going to go with the people who aren't tired, but I can't have... Let's put Champagne out there. Okay. And then let's just go by size. Okay. Yep, let's try this. And you know he's going to hit both. Easy. Come on. There we go. Okay, come on, get a stop. We can sag off of Robert Williams, so we're fine there. Oh no, help, help, help. Yeah, take that shot. Oh, guard him. You're right next to him. Chris Dunn, what are you useful for? You're supposed to be a defender. Gotta try to get it in a 2-for-1 if we can. Oh my god, what is happening? What the hell is happening? Oh my god, I don't know what happened on that freaking pick. Instead of going around it, you like went into it. Of course, they're not gonna put Steph back in. I'm just gonna have to try to put up some BS. Damn. Let's see if Steph sticks around after this postseason. Did the Thunder at least win it? Okay, that makes me feel better. We lost the eventual champions. Player retirements. I don't see any Warriors. Okay, it looks like Steph's coming back. Okay, so we got one more run at this. We could try to get 2 in 3 years. All right, Steph continues to get worse. He is now an 89 overall. Dyson Daniels hops up 3, Bridges up 1, Barrett up 2. Simmons gets 1 worse. Devo 1 worse. Dunn 2 worse. Behringer gets a little bit better. Shamet drops. Champagnie drops. And we do bring back Draymond Green. He won't be playing any minutes for us at 71 overall. We might bring him on if we need a big body or a defender late in the playoffs. But hopefully this team is enough to get it done. We will look to see if we can improve this roster. I think we found our move. We're going to be grabbing Scottie Barnes for Dyson Daniels. Scottie Barnes can do a little bit of everything. He's going to get you some more points. Dyson Daniels doesn't score enough to justify him being on the team. I did mention earlier in the video that we would probably move on for him, but he's good value to move up. We're going to see if we can give up a little bit less to get Scottie, though, here. Perfect. Perfect. We still have Steve Kerr. Yes, we do. We're still running the same offense, crashing, playing through star, playing physical defense. And let's see where that takes us this year. The trade deadline, we are 39-11, doing pretty well. I'm going to look at the stats to see if we're lacking in any areas, any places we can shore up. In terms of offense, it looks like we're top 10. Okay, so we're decent there. Best defense. We are not the best at shooting from the field. We're not the best at shooting from 3 either. Pretty efficient, but we take a lot of shots, so that helps us. Free throw percentage, not top 10. We are on makes, though, so we get a lot of free throws. In terms of rebounding, we are in the top 10. Assists per game, we are up there. Steals, we have dropped off after getting rid of Dyson Daniels. That does make sense. Blocks per game, we've moved up, though. Interesting. Okay. Turnovers per game, we're still pretty good at taking care of the ball. So we're looking like we're in pretty decent shape. Let me look at individual stats and see what's going on there. Okay, so Steph giving us 24 and 4. Scottie doing well. RJ doing well. Bridges, Johnson. Let's see who's dishing for us. Jaylen Johnson, Barnes, Curry, Simmons, Barrett. Okay. Blocks. Mitch and Scottie are blocking as well as Jaylen. Looking at the efficiency. Robinson, Simmons, Behringer, pretty good. Jaylen Johnson's shooting better from 3. Scottie's shooting well enough. Steph's good. RJ's bad. Dunn is all right. We take that from Dunn. He shouldn't be even shooting that well. Bridges is doing great. So is Landry from 3. And hopefully that's most of his shots per game. Yeah, just about. Dante is inefficient from 3. Okay. So he's falling off a little bit. But he's probably not playing that many minutes. Yeah. Okay. So let's take a look at the the rotation. Barrett and Shinpenny hurt. Okay. Let me see. What do our contracts look like? Is anyone... I know Dante is going to be able to help us. Behringer, Simmons. Maybe we see what we could get for Dante. Let's just give up our remaining assets and make one last go at it. If we could get someone that I know is better. Deuce is inefficient. He's always inefficient. Yeah, 34%, 36%. At least in 2K. In real life, it's a different story. I like Colin Gillespie. Yeah, I think this might be the move. And then Brandon Clark's just a throw in. Backup big. Okay, let's keep looking, but I like that. Get Colin Gillespie and Brandon Clark for Devo. And we are short at the point guard position, so that does even us out a little bit. And it looks like doing that brought in Behringer into rotation. We even out. Okay, so they put in Clark over. Is that? I guess Clark plays better within the system, and that's why he's getting the minutes. So that does kind of even out our roster a little bit in terms of the rotation. So this might be a good move. Let's see how this works. We're 39-11 now. I will do any extensions that we need to do, and I will see you guys in the postseason. Luka Doncic is your MVP with 29, 6, and 8. 50, 40, 80 from the field. We have Tyron Stokes as your Rookie of the Year. DeJounte Murray's Sixth Man of the Year. DPOY is Amin Thompson. Most Improved is Cameron Boozer. Clutch Player of the Year is also Luka Doncic. We win Coach of the Year yet again, and we are 63-19. NBA Cup MVP is Keontae George. And let's move and see who our first round opponent is. It'll be the Houston Rockets. We are going to adjust our rotation to not be a 10-man, but we're going to do a 9-man. Looks like we can move some small forward minutes to shooting guard. So we'll put RJ to shooting guard. See how that looks. Looks a little bit more balanced. Okay. Let's just sim and see how it goes. Also, we've been playing, I think we left it on Protect the Paint. So we might have to switch that up, but we sweep in the first round. We were playing the Lakers and the MVP Luka Doncic. We win the first, lose the second, win the third, win the fourth. We are on to the conference finals yet again. We are playing the San Antonio Spurs and Victor Wembanyama. We're protecting the paint, and I think we should be fine with that. We win the first, the second, the third, and we are back in the finals. Scottie Barnes is your Western Conference Finals MVP. 18-7-6, well, 18-7-5. Terrible efficiency, but he also had 3 steals per game. And we're going up against the New York Knicks. Karl Anthony Towns is the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. 26-8-3 on good efficiency. Let's see what we can get done. And I'm expecting the Knicks to be a 3-point shooting team. Maybe we take a quick check at that. Let's look at the team stats. They were in a top 10 offense. They were a very good defense. Okay, so let's look at them. We had a better differential than them, but they are pretty good there. Our offense is a little bit worse. We make less shots and we're less efficient from the field. We are... Oh, no, that's them. We are more efficient from the field. We make more shots. We make and attempt more threes. We shoot a better percentage. We're worse at the free throw line. In terms of rebounding, we're better by 3. Assists, we're better. They will get more steals. Okay, so it's good that we have a system that limits turnovers for ourselves. And we get more blocks per game. We should be able to win this matchup. So let's stick with the system we have. Let's keep it rolling. We win the first game, win the second, win the third. Okay, and it looks like we're going to be able to give Steph a good farewell tour. Let's take a look at these box scores. Steph leading the way in game 1, 29, 6, and 8, stealing the block. Second game, Scottie Barnes leads the way, followed by Bridges, Barrett. Steph had a bad game shooting, but his teammates picked him up. Must be nice for a change. In game 3, Steph leads the way with 25, 6 and 3, and 2 steals as well as a block. He's getting these blocks. That's interesting. Mikal behind him, filling the stat sheet with everything as well. Jaylen Johnson helping out. All right. So let's do Simcast for this last game. And hopefully we won't have to jump in. All right. And it's going to be a blowout. And the Warriors will be champions once again. 2 championships in 3 years. Scottie Barnes is your finals MVP. That was a good move for us to make. It felt like a lateral move at the time, but turns out it worked out. 27, 5 and 3 on incredible efficiency. And let's see if Steph's decided to call it quits. All right, and Stephen Curry has indeed decided to retire. Let's look at his accolades. So Steph Curry ends his career as a 6-time NBA champion, 2-time MVP, 2 times finals MVP in 2022 and 2026, 14-time All-Star, first team All-NBA 4 times, and second team 6 times. Steph Curry ends his career top 10 all-time in points, barely makes top 10 in field goals made. 3-pointers made, ends his career with 5,127 3-pointers. Steph Curry also is able to get 21st all-time in steals. And it does feel like we were able to do Steph justice. It would have been incredible to get a 3-peat because we were able to get him to play 3 years instead of just retiring after that first year. But we're able to get 2 chips for him by putting a pretty competent team around him. Let's take a look at that team that got it done. We made a couple of moves throughout, but some of the mainstays were Jaylen Johnson, Mikal Bridges, who we got for Draymond Green. So a necessary move to make to get that first chip in that first year. We got RJ Barrett and Brandon Ingram in the second year. And we moved on from Brandon Ingram to get Scottie Barnes, I believe. Mitchell Robinson holding down that center spot where they needed some depth to be able to get some more rebounds and shore up the defense. Simmons blew a shot that smoked us in the second year, but also just probably filled in and gave us good minutes and won us a lot of games in the sim. Grabbed Colin Gillespie to fill out the roster, and Dante was struggling a little bit, so Gillespie was able to do a little bit more for us. And then some guys that just filled out the bench for us, give us solid minutes, were Landry Shamet, Shinpenny, Jalen Clark. Well, this has been fun. This has been BK Plays, rebuilding the Warriors and trying to revive the Dynasty. We ended Steph's career with about as much dignity as I think you could. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe. If you have any videos you'd like me to do, leave them down in the comments, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks.